The Washington State Association of Prosecuting Attorneys is warning that changes to General Rule 31, which took effect today, would cause confusion in the court system by requiring juvenile court records to be filed under their initials instead of their names. Jessica Perez shows us what it means for young offenders and prosecutors. Hi, Jessica.
Hey, Sophia. The rule change took effect today, but the Washington Association of Prosecuting Attorneys recommended that its members do not file any new juvenile cases, pleadings, or documents starting today that may fall under this rule. It's asking that the state Supreme Court put a pause on this rule until prosecutors are heard out. The Washington Supreme Court approved a change to General Rule 31 in regards to juveniles. The change would require court records of juvenile offenders to be filed under an identifying number, their initials, and their date of birth, instead of their full name. The organizations behind the rule change, the Washington State Minority and Justice Commission and the Washington State Office of Public Defense, say this change could be beneficial for young offenders.
What we wanted to ensure is that that the juvenile justice system, which is set up to be rehabilitative, remains so, right? And that these young people can go on and not have their lives permanently damaged as a result of a juvenile offender record that gets out there publicly.
Most juvenile offenders become eligible to get their criminal records sealed when they turn 18. The organizations behind the rule change tell me right now third parties like the media circulate names, defeating the purpose of sealing their records.
What's been happening is because folks have these juvenile issues on their records, they are being denied opportunities for education, denied opportunities for work, and being denied opportunities for having places to live.
But the Washington Association of Prosecuting Attorneys says the change will be disastrous for record keeping.
We now, as prosecutors and the court system, are flying in the dark as to some of these juveniles' criminal history.
In an area like Yakima County, where we have a big problem with juvenile offenders, Prosecuting tells me this could impact sentencing.
The more criminal history you have that applies to the underlying charges that you're dealing with, the greater your punishment. If we don't have that information, the punishment may not be where it should be.
We actually think that the method that we're proposing with initials and using identifying numbers is actually going to be better for record keeping, right? So that there are identifiers that go with each individual person, right? So that it's not based on their name and date of birth, because actually some people might have the same name and date of birth.
The group of prosecutors asked the state Supreme Court to pause the rule change until stakeholders are heard. Not hearing back from the court, the group recommended all its members stop filing charges affected by the rule starting today. The Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs addressed this recommendation, saying, while it's concerning, it is rational. Further stating, the court must be aware juveniles can and do commit dangerous and violent offenses, and must take action. The Washington Association of Broadcasters also denounced the change, saying it would prevent journalists from making sure the government does their job properly. Ambrose disagrees.
And I honestly can't think of a situation where the media has actually exposed an injustice in the juvenile legal system. Usually what the media is interested in is finding the names of young people and making those names very public.
The court is supposed to discuss the pause on the rule change either today or tomorrow. The Washington Association of Broadcasters is preparing to file legal action against the Supreme Court if it doesn't reverse its decision. We'll have an update when that becomes available. Jessica Perez, NBC Right Now.